I'm a teacher of Ayurveda at the California College of Ayurveda in Nevada City, California in the United States. I've been teaching there for 18 years. I went to school there starting 20 years ago. I consider myself to be a perpetual student of Ayurveda. For years, everything I read was on that topic. Now, everything I read is interpreted through that lens of Ayurveda. I teach at the college at all levels. I enjoy the introduction to Ayurvedic theory because it reminds me each day that the foundation of Ayurveda is solid. And when I'm unsure of what to do, I can always return to this solid foundation. My main focus at the school right now is in teaching the clinical application of Ayurvedic principles to treat disease conditions. In this, I appreciate the wisdom of the ancient texts and the application of traditional treatments, as well as the modern interpretations of disease and pathology and designing treatment protocols for those conditions. I enjoy mentoring practitioners who are new out in the world and supporting them as they support their clients towards health. I want to educate and empower women to take charge of their reproductive health. Every month, women have the opportunity to assess how they're managing the tissues of the body and to get a glimpse into the impact of stress on their lives. Through education, we learn the language of the body. We can interpret our regularity of menses and the quality of menstrual flow to understand the impact that the doshas are having on the body. Without this education, we may think that an imbalance is normal, or we may seek treatment for something while taking medication to treat the symptom and not taking care of the cause beneath the symptom. I believe that we have the power in our hands to eliminate the cause of reproductive challenges. I want to share that knowledge to give women the power to improve their overall health and to improve their lives. In looking at menopause, I want to advocate for women to consider self-care prior to menopause. By learning the effect of the hormones, we can apply practices to support balance when the hormones are no longer being produced. I want to educate and advocate for women to use natural treatments to alleviate symptoms that they may experience prior to, or during, or even after menopause, so they can have control over their mental and physical health. Life can be long after menopause, and it's best if those years can be free of symptoms. I enjoy the times that I can speak to others about Ayurveda. I especially enjoy seeing that spark ignite when someone gets a glimpse of themselves through that lens of Ayurveda for the first time. I love being a witness to the moment when students see themselves authentically, when they see the doshas at play and they recognize that they are the person behind the dosha, that they are not those tendencies, they are more than that. I appreciate being part of a student's journey toward health and their journey toward becoming a practitioner and supporting others on that path towards health.
Hello, my name is Dr. Mark Halpern, and I'm the founder and the president of the California College of Ayurveda. And I am very excited that Mary Thompson will be having the opportunity to share with you about women's health care. Mary Thompson has been a faculty member here at the California College of Ayurveda and teaching for 19 years. There's very few people in the United States that have the level of teaching experience that Mary Thompson has. And Mary Thompson is not just a teacher with 19 years experience, but it's really the quality of her teaching that I think is most important. Mary is very well known for being concise and being clear and being inspirational. Here at the California College of Ayurveda, all the students love Mary. She's a wonderful teacher. She cares deeply about the material that she's teaching. She's impassioned by it. And most importantly, she's living the principles of Ayurveda. They've helped her tremendously in her life. And I'm very pleased that she'll have the opportunity to share how it has helped her and also how it will help you. So many blessings to all of you as you go on your journey with Mary Thompson. Namaste.
Hello, this is Kate Stillman of YogaHealer.com and the Yoga Healer Real Life Show podcast and co-host of the Ayurveda Summit. And I am here to give my full endorsement of Mary Thompson. She was my first Ayurvedic teacher in the classroom at the California College of Ayurveda. And I spent my whole first year studying Ayurveda with Mary Thompson. And I just have to say, like, on this path, for many of us, this is a path. Ayurveda learning is a path that starts to open us into the next level of our life. And our teachers matter. So to have Mary as your teacher on this path is an honor. And I couldn't say enough great things about Mary. She and I actually had the opportunity to live in trailers on the same piece of land together and really get to know each other. Mary has a way of explaining things that's down to earth, that's grounded. She's a real person. She's a real Westerner, and she gets this stuff deep, inside out. And she's raised a child. And that's who you want to learn Ayurveda from someone who can really live it. So enjoy this course with Mary Thompson.
Hi there. My name's Allie Chisholm Smith, and I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite teachers of all time, Mary Thompson. I myself have been a yoga teacher for 20-ish years, including teaching teacher trainees for the past decade or so. And so I have a pretty good sense of what it takes to be a really skilled teacher and how to involve people in the teaching. And I have to say that that's one of Mary's greatest attributes, is her ability to bring the teaching absolutely to the person. And she bridges the personal and the professional in a way that I really haven't seen before. In fact, I mimic her often now in my own teacher training program in saying that nothing is off topic, that everything that is going on for that individual is relevant to Ayurvedic medicine. And that's particularly true when it comes to women's health issues. I have wished frequently and actually asked Mary, begged her, if she would do some videos on her women's health insights, because they are really incredible, really tangible, and different from anything I've heard before. I have quested for those for my own clients and my students.
Hi, my name is Carly Bowden. I am a clinical Ayurvedic specialist. I have my private practice, Ancient Heart Ayurveda, and then I teach at several different yoga studios in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I know Mary from studying at the CCA, California College of Ayurveda, and also from private tutoring with her after my graduation. I could never say enough about Mary's teachings. She is genuinely my greatest Ayurvedic teacher, and she brings so much knowledge to the table. And the most powerful thing about Mary's teaching is her ability to really take all of these really big ideas, these really obtuse, etheric ideas, and really bring them to the ground and make them understandable and digestible. And she really brings so much accessibility to this knowledge for people in the now, for people in 2015. She makes it really possible and really easy to blend this really ancient knowledge with our modern lives. There's so many parts of Mary's teachings that are potent that it's hard to pick out just a few. But another one of her many, many strengths is just her ability to answer questions from so many different angles. She never once bailed on a question of mine, and I had plenty, and she would always find an entry point for me. And if I didn't understand one way, she would try to find a different way. She was really committed to my learning and committed to making this knowledge really, really mine. And I would take anything Mary teaches at any point in time. I would take things that Mary teaches more than once. There's just truly, truly no greater teacher you could ask for. And anyone who gets to study with her is genuinely lucky. And I'll always be grateful for every bit of time that I've gotten with her as her student.
Hi, my name is Karen Barbarick, and I graduated as a student of Mary's from the California College of Ayurveda in the year 2000. And I must admit, all these years later, Mary is still my favorite teacher. She really brought it to life. Ayurveda, she brought it to life in a way that was almost storytelling, and the elements and everything involved with the whole complex science of Ayurveda. Mary somehow had the knack to make it very easy almost for the preschooler. That's the kind of special teaching I need. So here's to Mary, and what a wonderful teacher, and all of my great memories of that time of my life. I've been practicing now for over 15 years, and I have a business called Bending Blade Yoga and Ayurveda, and it all started with Mary. Namaste.
Hi, my name is Katrina Swoboda Johnson, and I'm the owner of the Ayurvedic Health Center and Wellness Shop, which is located in Bellingham, Washington. I've known Mary Thompson for several years. She was one of my primary instructors when I was a student at the California College of Ayurveda, and I've continued to study with Mary beyond graduation whenever she gives webinars or classes. I have even asked Mary to supervise me with a couple of my clients. I know Mary to be someone who has a unique combination of innately being a very skilled and adept teacher, while also being a very knowledgeable, effective, and studied practitioner. I think we're really lucky to have Mary available as a resource for us in learning Ayurveda. Mary has a unique ability to take pieces of information that seem big and complex, such as pathology, and to break them up into small, easy to understand, easy to digest, but most importantly, easy to work with pieces of information. Please study with Mary whenever you have an opportunity. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Linda Rosiak. Mary Thompson is my Ayurvedic practitioner. Mary introduced me to Ayurveda almost probably 20 years ago and really opened my eyes to what natural medicine could be. Mary has a great ability to be able to share her perspective and the Ayurvedic practices and bring it down to what everyday people can really understand. Both my husband and I have been working with Mary, and we both believe in Ayurveda because of what Mary's taught us. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Saran A. Kambaram, and my company is Three Hearts Ayurveda based out of Vancouver, Canada. I'm currently a student of Ayurveda, and Mary has been my instructor for the past year. I owe the vast majority of my knowledge to Mary. She's a favorite amongst almost every student in my class. She has extensive knowledge and experience in Ayurveda, but that alone doesn't make her a great teacher. What I appreciate about Mary is that she can deliver that knowledge and experience she has in multiple ways so that each student's specific learning style is met. You'll never hear her say to look something up in the text, and if she doesn't know the answer to something, which is admittedly rare, then she'll always get back to you, because even though she became a teacher, her desire for learning never stopped. I want to be a teacher myself one day, and I hope that I can teach even at half the level that she does, because if I do, then my students will be in pretty good shape. What else can I really say except that if you are lucky enough to have Mary as a teacher, that you'll have an edge up on everyone else. That's just how powerful of a teacher she is, and I'm very grateful that I had her.